this is like a secret weapon. It's Arcade by Output, one of the
God
greatest
dang it.
plugins that I've ever used. A lot of
Ambient violin. Epic. And good morning, my fine people. Hello, my name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do readings weekly from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I don't do weekends. Guess what, guys? I just like to say hello to all of the people out there. I do use my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. Give me a second to fix my damn camera now, so that I can do this right here. Okay. No, yep, kind of, sort of, well, nope, more up. So more up. Okay, up. Okay, don't need to see the lighter, don't need to see the cigarette. Got the cards. Anyway, I use my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, which I am happy to announce I'm 1 day away from finding out if I've got approval for my Kickstarter. So if you'd like to own one of these decks, I am planning to print a limited copy of 150 tarot decks. I will be giving the first 50 away to the $100 donations or more. So if you buy a tarot deck, you will get it sent to you, shipped, everything completely. You don't have to worry about paying anything. If you win, you've already got that $100. You're already basically paid for the deck. Okay, so basically that's what happens there, including shipping and a little bit for extra stuff that I don't know what that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so I try to help you people find the best possible path for them. Oh God, I've got the hiccups today. Anyway, I'm a rude, crude, socially unacceptable man with delusions of grandeur and a God complex. Get over it. So anyway. But I try to come here. I try to help you find your best possible path. I'm here to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. These are very blunt, in-your-face kind of tarot readings. This is not your sugar-coating kind. I swear, I smoke cannabis from time to time. Tomorrow, we will be having our 420 episode, so pay attention for the 420 sign over here somewhere. Somewhere. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button while you're at it, or give me a follow. Hey, anything you guys do for me, I greatly appreciate you guys. 150% for all the wonderful gifts. All my money goes towards that 5 Paths Tarot deck. So if you donate to me, you're helping me get that 5 Paths Tarot greatly more in. And I will be adding my own money on there too. I'm just waiting for that last bit of approval from the Kickstarter site. So hopefully they see it's a good project, and I want to try to do that limited run and then like that. So I'd like to say welcome to all of my people out there. And this is for Mercy. This is one of Merciless Mercy's cups here from her merch store here. And she is my graphic artist and also my wonderful moderator and friend. So I'm just drinking out of the pinky swear. Me and Mercy are drinking coffee today. So there we go. I switched it out for that cup because I just got that in the mail yesterday. So I'm very proud to show that off for Mercy. So if you want to go check out some of her amazing stuff, guys, go check it out by simply going here and finding out all of her graphic artist stuff. Should be at here. All right, so go check her out, contact her, give her a whisper, follow her on the Discord channel, go check her out, go ask her. You need some custom-made graphics, you need some custom-made borders and stuff like that. She's also a very talented artist who came up with a lot of the things that you see here on the thing. Now, I have added my own little flair to some of it, but she designed most of that stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you to Merciless Mercy for all of the wonderful work she does. Thank you to Jess and all of my moderators. Thank you, Validation, for becoming one of my moderators too as well. So now I have a little bit more moderator. We have taken ourselves off of YouTube now. This is only for rebroadcast. If you're watching on YouTube, you got to come over to my Twitch site to get a reading, okay? And if you were part of my previous YouTube channel, got shut down by YouTube, I don't have access to that email anymore. I can't get into it to even do anything more with it. So, just want to let you know what's going on there as well. So if you've been paying attention to my other channel there, go ahead, view it, see whatever you want to see. There are a lot of past readings back there and stuff like that. So, and then we just kind of chat, chill, and talk about life here. So if you just want to come in, tell me what your problems is, I'll try to give you the best possible advice I can. I will use my deck to help you in that aspect. And I'm eating some Reese's Pieces today. Ha ha ha. So that's what we got going on. We'll open this window just a tiny bit. Finish my cigarette and wait for all of you beautiful people to come in. Why don't we play some music while we wait for people to come in? I found this site called Slipstream now, and this is all supposed to be royalty free music, so little light happy music for us to play today. Oh. Get you tabbed up. Alright, who else can I tab up today? Zero on or anybody I know else I know? Ah.
Oh no, 7:30. That's early. Like my college is on like 8:15. I'm supposed to give like my biometric attendance there. Good morning, Profis. How is you? Shout out to Prophet. Like if you all are into things like tarot and all that, he's a good reader, you know. He's gonna kick your spiritual ass, but like you will never go feeling like
I am not a sugarcoating tarot reader. I will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. So be prepared if you come to mine because they're very in your face, blunt tarot readings.
so like a very positive person. Like even if feelings are not insane, like you know the things like icebreaker and then it's like channel pointer demon. There's also like goofy things like yeah. There's also like a moment of silly there. Like, you're very positive.
Have a great stream, by the way. I'm going to lurk in the background for you.
Yeah, like I just saw your profile picture. We look so similar. You just have like more details. Thank you. I appreciate to learn. they appreciate you being here.
Can I ask you, was it something I did? Still I wonder, cause it isn't too clear. I don't want no trouble, tired of the lies. You found yourself another, heart as cold as ice. You're trying to recover, do you even realize?
Get like the work
That's a sad fact, isn't it? Semi-fans, that's an ugly fan.
I know. It probably
that would be the questionable.
they take forever to approve. We're doing great, Native. We're doing amazing.
It says 11%. Was I watching anyone else?
I've been running a little bit behind today, but
Conversation, how much time do you spend talking to yourself? Oh, talking about yourself.
Hey, Captain, how you doing, my brother? You're very welcome for that raid. I'm glad that you had come in and you helped me with that. I appreciate that, Captain. I'm glad I could show you some love as well. Let me turn the music off here real quick. So how are you doing today, my brother? Oh, I got to turn all these tabs down now. I was tabbing up my friends today, giving them some much needed lurky love. So, making sure I, show my friends, the little lurky love. I know it's not much, but it's something, right? So, I got to start off doing something here. And so I'm just tabbing everyone up here. So give me a second to turn on the volume on all these people, because I can't hear you with them talking in the background. So, I know you're usually supposed to leave people out a certain percentage, but as long as you're lurking, they get the watch hours too. So I'm great to show support to the community. Take your time. Hey, I'm all done now. So bilingual. Hey, Be New Girl, are you ready? How was your day so far? Are you ready? Hello, my young lady. Hoofda, welcome in. You're first on the list, bilingual. How was your day yesterday? Did you do everything we talked about already? Yeah, so definite shout out to Be New Girl there, and it's going to take me a second to remember that, so be patient with me, because when I slip and say bilingual, I'm sorry. So, and Captain, welcome in as well. So guys, we're going to get to doing our first reading of the day, so I just want to say we're ready to rock and roll. Throw me your numbers by Be New Girl, and let's get started. Or girl. Oh, hey, one ad, wait. Okay, it must be the preview ads. Do-dee, 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 do. Do-dee, 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 do-dee. Do-dee, do, do-dee, do, do. Oh, okay. I don't know why I keep hearing you. I turned you all the way down, young lady. Sheesh. Okay, now that we've got that settled, 10 shovels, first card in, okay? And you want to know why Sophie's avoiding you? Let's find out for you today. All right, 10 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you want the first card. Okay, here we go. Why is Sophie avoiding us, right? Well, so you want to know why she's avoiding you right now. And the first thing I want to tell you about is right now she's doing a lot of inner work. She's doing a lot of looking into that abyss and that dark mirror to kind of find out what she wants to do next. She wants to create her own future and do something similar to what you are doing now. But she still has yet to face that darkness and realize that she has to move that mirror out of the way and start to face that light again. Or turn her butt around and start to face that light. So part of it's more of what's going on with her on the inside. She's got a lot of inside stuff going on, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And Solo, welcome in, my brother. Hey, Solo. Welcome in, brother. Give me a second. I got to shout this out. Welcome in. First time chatter. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I'm going to get back to doing my reading real quick. If you want to hop in the queue, press exclamation point, join my man. Otherwise, I'm going to finish this reading for by Be New Girl here, or my girl. My girl. So that's part of the reason she's avoiding you right now. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's that she's got too much going on in her head right now. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing that introspective thinking kind of thing and kind of overthinking things going on with her own life. She's trying to learn how to cherish her life again. She's trying to find the happiness in it and find that one thing that she can know that is good for her. She has to start to realize that something is going on in her life that can show her that the thing staring her right in the face, maybe it's a dream, maybe it's a goal, maybe it's a person, but there's something in her life she has to recognize as that is the good thing she's been waiting for. And she doesn't feel like she deserves that quite yet. So she's still kind of what I like to call cooking. She's not done yet and being ready to be out there in the new world. So right now, it's not necessarily about you. It's her learning how to love herself, how to cherish the life she has, change it to what she wants it to be. So it's more of I have to get things done in my own head and deal with this stuff in my own life right now. It's not that I don't want to be around you. It's just that way too much going on right now for me to be even concerned with you. And then you have your future card. She's listening to her inner voice. She's starting to listen to that for the very first time. And you know what that's like when you start to listen. You start to hear the voice that's inside of you, and you start to listen to that ancient knowledge that we have inside. And she's trying to bring out all the good attributes of her life right now, and listening to herself and her guides and her gods, and trying to navigate a path that is going to be right for her. She's trying to become someone new as well. She's trying to change her life from what it used to be to something different or better. Maybe she's improving her life, but she's bringing this person into being. That means she's becoming this person. And the reason she's going through all of this right now is because she's looking into that mirror, looking into herself, figuring out what she needs to let go of, what she needs to take back in, kind of a stuff. Then she's learning how to cherish the things she already has, and knowing that the good things that are right there in front of her face, she's always really wanted. And listening to herself and learning how to become the new person she sees in herself becoming someday. And she's done the very beginning work of this stuff. So I don't think she's avoiding you on purpose. I think more than anything, it's I'm just too busy. I would send her a simple text message, say, I'm missing you. How are you doing? Can you just tell me that you're okay? You know, that kind of a thing. Just reach out and be that caring, wonderful person that you always are, and try to give them that what they need. Show them that support. Hey, I don't know what's going on right now, but if you need to talk, I'm here. You know, I don't know why you're avoiding me right now, but maybe you got a lot going on. If you need my help or something that I could do to help you, maybe I can do that. But remember, heal thyself first before you go healing anybody else by new girl, be new girl, because we just became a new person yesterday, didn't we? So we have some growing to do too. So just remember that sometimes it's not all about us. It's not about what's going on with us. It's not about I don't like you or you don't like me. It's miscommunication more than anything. You know, that's what's more likely going on. She got way too much going on to go, oh, I have to remember to be connected with that. Yeah, let her come to you. You know, be patient. Give her the time and space they need. And then when she finally is ready to open up and tell you what was going on, I bet it will make a lot of sense why she wasn't contacting you for a while. When we go back into this darkness abyss of where we start to try to figure ourselves out, we don't think about anybody else because we have to focus on self. And that's kind of what I feel like she's trying to do right now, is focus on self. So, that's kind of the main general reading for you today. And do you want to see your God cards? Yes. And this is for Mercy. There you go. Clink. All right. Merciless Mercy. I hope you're out there lurking. And my brother, OT Solo, I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And then I have these God cards that tell you something from your higher power that you need to know. And I think this says it just right. Find the happiness in whatever you're doing right now. Spread that happiness far and wide. If you enjoy your life and you're starting to live that positive vibe in life and you're starting to live that positive motion, the more and more you give into that happy, the more and more you celebrate that happy. And remember, that's what we were supposed to be doing, celebrating and mourning the loss of that last life we let go of. So we're celebrating, but we're also enjoying everything that's going on forward. So just for you, just remind yourselves that this is a time for you to enjoy your life, for you to experience what you need to be doing for you. Everybody else right now, you need to kind of say, let them go live their lives for a while. I need to celebrate me. I need to celebrate this new thing I'm creating. I need to finish off that stuff before I start going out there and doing things with other people, because then I will be my one true self and I won't have all those other issues I used to have, and things will start to fall in line again. And that's what your reading is trying to tell you today. And just on a side note, my girl, that your guides are basically saying, we know you care. We know your heart of care. But right now we need you to care for self the most right now. Because you're this newborn baby that needs to be taken care of. And you're letting go of that carcass, that skin that you had to shed off so you could become someone different and new. So just remember to give yourself time and space to do what you need to do for self, for you. And that's what you should be concentrating on the most right now, is you and your path. When you feel like you're 100% ready to rock and roll, then go out there and see where everybody else is at. Because I think that's kind of what the universe is trying to make you do. And that might be why people are avoiding you. It may be the universe trying to give you space to do this. And that means you're not going to hear from some of the people you normally hear from for a while. Preach. And then, it's a lot of us go through this in life. Me and my brother, we don't talk very much because he lives in a different state than I do. We don't have very good communication with phone lines. I have a internet phone. He doesn't even have a phone. So I hear from him like once or twice a year, maybe on Christmas and special holidays, maybe on my birthday if I'm lucky. But you know what? I have to let him go live his life. As much as I want to go help my brother sometimes, I have to just let him go and do it because I can't do it for him. And living in that moment and breathing in that moment every single day is what it's all about, guys. We want to be these good caregiving people sometimes, but sometimes we do it to our own detriment. Remember, you're supposed to be finding that balance of giving and taking right now, and self is what you need to give and take with the most. So, what we do here is we just chat and chill sometimes. I turn on the music, we listen to some things, I give some inspirational messages. Otherwise, I don't know what I do. I just kind of sit here and go blah, 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 blah. So we got the music rocking and rolling, guys, and we got some people tabbed up. So we got the advisor tabbed up, we got Royal Baked Potato tabbed up, we've got that lad from UK, Your Bestie, is tabbed up. I didn't see you on, but I thought you were off today there, Solo, so if you'd been on, I would have come and shown you the much needed love. Can you guys hear me? I have to turn down that music a little. All right, Solo wants a reading. Woohoo! Okay, good. So we're going to do solo real quick first. I don't know why that didn't work. It should have been exclamation point join. It should have put you in the queue. So, okay, we're going to get you there. Let me do a cleansing shuffle for you there. And after that, we'll do you bilingual. Let me, be new girl. Sorry. See, it's going to take me a minute. I usually turn off the music for reading so you can clearly hear me. You know what I'm saying? So I always do a cleansing shuffle for people solo. So I cleanse these cards so they're ready for you. Here's how it works. I'm going to ask you how many times you want me to shuffle this deck for you. 1 through 10. So pick a number 1 through 10, and that's how many times I shuffle. If I happen to have a card fall out onto the ground, this is just an extra card we call the God card. These aren't important to your general reading. That goes to the side. We take care of those later. But then I do want you to pick a number 1 through 52 for where your reading is at in my and where your answers are in my deck basically. And so it's 1 through 10, 1 through 52, and I'll explain God cards if they pop out to you there. All right? So 7 times for you, right? Here we go. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? Now, if this were under 6 cards, these would become God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Too many. They got to go back in. 5, 6, and whoops, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more shuffle. I've got one more shuffle, 7. This will be the 7th shuffle. Had a couple big ones pop out, but nothing small yet. And 7. They were trying to pop out for you. And now pick a number 1 through 52. And if you do have a question you would like to know, just put that in that chat if you do. If you just want a general reading, just say general for me there. Okay, Solo? 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and the 12th card is now on top. Okay. Oof. So, Solo. The first thing I want to tell you about is congratulations for finally freeing yourself from that ugly old cage you used to put yourself in. I know it was the comfortable, safe, warm spot you were used to. I know it seemed like that was the place you needed to be, but it wasn't moving you in the right direction, was it? You had to finally realize that the cage you had been putting yourself in all along, you finally realized and looked around and saw all this dilapidated, broken down kind of stuff in there. And you said, I don't want to be here anymore. It's time to get out of here. It's day 1 of parole day, but it's a self-imposed cage we put ourselves in. But I want to let you know one thing. You've had the key in your pocket the entire time, and you finally unlocked that door and walked out of that cage. You turned around and you said, what the fudge have I been doing to myself? What the fuck have I been doing to myself? I do swear here, guys. But, you know, it's all about that and saying, nope, not ever going to go back to being that person ever again. I'm locking that door. I'm throwing the key into the center of the ring, and I'm going to embrace my newfound freedom. Freedom of choice for the first time. Freedom to do what I want, what I believe in, what my passions are, what my dreams and hopes and goals are. Finally walking out of that cage and realizing that that's one step further. And that's what you've been working up to this point. What you're currently working on is kind of getting out of your own way a little bit. All these little doubts and fears and anxieties that keep you from doing what you really want to be doing. It's time to let go of those things and let them just fall behind you. You kind of have to stop pushing this big ass rock up a hill, trying to be everything that everybody else wants you to be, and you have to be yourself. Allowing yourself to let those doubts, fears, and anxieties of people who are trying to help, and they're doing a good job of helping, but you find your own voice and allow that rock to fall off on the side of you and let it fall down behind you into that ravine to fill it all in, so that the next time you walk up that hill and get to the top of the hill, you finally get to see that beautiful town that you've been building all this time. So, and knowing that something is coming for you in your future, Solo, we have this idea of who we want to be. We've got a concrete idea of what that means to us. So we need to start to put out into this universe a concrete idea. Just give yourself, you've given yourself a name, give yourself attributes, give yourself that power and strength. Tell yourself what you are capable of. Tell yourself what you are not capable of. And allow what you want to become start to exist in your mind first, because that's the first step towards putting it down onto that block and saying, that's where I want to be. It's time to kind of get a little bit angry about all that stuff that you've been holding back a lot of. Be angry that you put yourself in that cage. We need to let that go. Don't be angry that I've been putting myself in my own way a little bit. Maybe I need to let that go. Maybe I need to stop letting this anger and this other stuff, these strong emotions that I need to let go of, this old life. You know what you're going through right now? You're going through the stages of grief. And right now you're on the anger part. Now, the next part is acceptance. Once you finally get all this anger out and say, you know what? This is who I want to be. I don't care what anybody else says. This is who I am. So maybe today, here's a good idea for you to do. I want you to go find an ugly old plate somewhere in your house. If you have a marker or a dry erase pen or a permanent marker, whatever, I want you to write on this plate at least 5 things that you are angry about right now that you know you have to let go of, so you can start doing more of that positive, vibey stuff that you know you want to start to do. So I want you to go do that. I want you to go take that plate in the safe place for you to smash it into smithereens. If it's cold outside and you don't have a place inside to do it, maybe you can do it somewhere on the floor that you don't care. If you smash that stupid plate, that it can be your spot saying, hey, I did that. But it's time to smash that to smithereens so we can let go of all of it, so we can start to embrace the new person we want to become. Letting go of that old crap and saying no more is why you're going through everything that's going on right now, Solo. And that is your general reading for today. If you have any questions or would like to know anything else from your guides or gods or anything like that, because I'm feeling like you had another question you wanted to ask. No. Well, thank you. I hope that whatever I gave you today gave you some inspiration, gave you some reasons to be more positive. And the one thing I do want to say, Solo, is that most of all of the guides that are trying to help you right now are very happy with the way you're doing things right now. And they just want you to keep being true to yourself and what you need to do. You know, and you know what is right for you. Listen to that inner voice, because they're talking through that inner voice of yours and trying to get you to go up to those things that you know now you want to do. And, you know, that's how you move in a positive direction. You let go of all that other crap and you say, yeah, I'm going to start doing the more positive thing here. So that's the last thing I had to tell you today, Solo. I hope that gave you some inspiration, something to think about. Hey, if I did nothing more than give you something great to think about today, I've done my job. So whether or not it relates to you, I hope it does, and gave you some much needed guidance today. And thank you for coming in and lurking for me, guy. I really do appreciate you being here and showing me that love. I am trying to get more and more active on people's streams, even if it's just a lurk, trying to show my support and love to people. I'm not trying to become like Papa. I don't need to be a partner. I just want to be a simple tarot reader who does great readings, you know. So if I get 1,000 followers and I keep that, I'm good. You know, that's my biggest goal here. Be new girl, let me cleanse these cards off for you and get your second question here. So I really do appreciate it, buddy. Be new girl, are we ready for the second question now? Oh, sorry. I should blow my nose. Sorry. I was joking. No, that was real. So anyway, be new girl, when you're ready, just let me know your question and your numbers, and we'll get you that second reading you need. So, check out my tab, friends. See how everyone's doing there today. I don't think I'm going to tab him up today. Okay. So, doing a little bit more to help people be more supportive and stuff like that. Well, until Be New Girl comes back, we're going to play some more music for a while. Your turn, Be New Girl. I don't know if he plays Minecraft. Good, we give him a shout out too. Go give him a like and a follow. Go give everyone a follow that I put in chat here. Fudge. Alright, let's see here. Alright, there we go. A couple shout outs for people. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 more God cards again. And the first card. Oh, is my older cousin Melina holding judgments on me? Do you see what I pulled? Be New Girl, do you see what I pulled today for you? How many times do I have to tell you this before you get it through your heart, right? I'm sorry. But, like I said earlier, Melina isn't holding judgments on you. She's just trying to enjoy her life. She's just trying to find the happy. Hey, Jing, welcome on in. And thank you for the resub. I appreciate that so much. So, she's just trying to find the happy right now. She's just trying to find her next thing that makes her feel good inside of herself. I know it's not the first person you asked earlier. I know it's a new person. But I'm just saying that some of the same things are applying here. That's all I'm saying there. Shamanic Awakening, welcome on in, my brother. Thank you for coming in and visiting. So, that's kind of what she's doing. She's just too involved in trying to find her own joy right now. She's trying to celebrate her life and dance around with the people who want to be in her inner circle. She has to be concentrated on the things she wants to do and celebrate herself right now. A lot of people are going through this right now. January to February is going to be a big couple of months for people to work on self. If you really want to get some moving and shaking in your life, those 2 months up until about March, maybe a little bit after St. Patrick's Day is, what we need to understand. But like I was saying earlier with the other person, Melina is a different person. But she's too busy picking up the right kinds of change she needs to put back into that piggy bank again. So she's trying to make new choices and new decisions, but they don't know if they're going to work out quite yet because she's storing up all of that change that she's doing for herself so that one day she can go out there and spend it on what she needs to do. She's going through this life, death, and rebirth cycle just like a lot of people are doing right now. She's working on the rebirth part. She's letting something go and rebooting her life into being something more that finds joy, celebration, and embracing change for a change. For a change, So that's basically what they're saying. It's not that they hold a grudge against you. It's that their life is going pretty good, and I'm sorry, you're not a second thought right now. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? Where's that music coming from? I turned the music off. Give me a second. What the heck? I must have accidentally pressed the play button. Oops, my bad. But, that's kind of what's going on there, And then the God cards, I'm just going to show you them, okay? Because I think this is going to explain a little bit more to you. She's trying to stoke her own fires. Burning away those old bad icky patterns aren't easy for her to do. She's trying to do some really hardcore work on self right now. And that means letting go of some things that don't really serve her in her life right now. And as much as you want to be a part of everybody else's life right now, they're too busy doing their own thing. They're not holding grudges. They're just trying to stalk their fire so they can have the passion and the drive they need to go accomplish their dreams. She's learning how to re-embrace self again and learning how to love all the bits and parts of her, who she is, loving everything about yourself and coming to terms with that and learning what we have to burn away and what we have to add to that fire. So, but I think it's just the same thing. It's just a communication issue here. We're in slight bit of retrograde right now. That just means there's a tiny bit of communication issue. We're almost done with retrograde issue. I would try in another week or two. That's when you might have better communication issues, guys. Kind of be a little bit easier because retrograde is going to end here soon. And just try to reach out, contact them, find, like I said before, how are you doing? Is everything okay? Is there anything I can do to help? If you feel the need to help, okay. But you're not going to get your own work done trying to help everybody else solve their issues. You're just going to put that back on the back burner again and fall back into bad old patterns like you did before. So you have to be committed to this new path, be new girl, or don't be committed at all. Finish your own shit first. Jing! Oh, and there's one thing I do want to do here. One thing. Because you, my friend, deserve it. There we go. I've just given you VIP privileges because you come here all the time and give me lots of awesome readings and stuff like that. So, let me finish my cleansing shuffle for you, Jing, and then we'll get to your answers for you today. Oh, those feel good to me. What is coming for my love life? 2 and 12. Okay. 1, 2. And 12th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Sorry, I forgot to clear the queue for Be New Girl, but... Alright, and then here we go with what we need to know about love life here. Yeah, that's mostly the issue. Jing, I just want to say that right now, energies are pretty good for you right now. I mean, there shouldn't be too much concern in love life, I wish I had something to smoke for you right now. This is the best I can do for you. That's my 420 hit for all my brothers and sisters out there that smoke. I won't get my green till about after 11 o'clock today. Then I'll have green. Tomorrow I'll have green. Tomorrow's green day. Come back tomorrow. We'll celebrate 420 style. Tomorrow's my 420 day. So come check that out. All right. But back to Jing here. So Jing, right now, you just need to find the happy in what you already have. I mean, it's time to finally find the joy in the love life you already have. I mean, yeah, I got you. It seems like you keep searching for the same answer over and over again, and you keep getting the same answer over and over again, but you're not willing to accept that answer. Why is that? What is telling you inside that this is not working out for you? Why are you questioning all of this stuff when you should just be sitting back, relaxing, enjoying what you already have? The good thing staring you right in the face probably is the good thing you've been waiting for. You just have to stop getting in your own way a little bit and find the joy and happiness in what you already have. Stop being at war with two different sides of who you are. I know we have this internal battle of, does he love me? Does he not love me? We need to move past this. We either need to love him completely, unconditionally, love him and trust him unconditionally, or we need to start saying this isn't working and finding something different. Because if you keep questioning yourself like this, there's something telling you this is not where you need to be. So if that's a question that keeps popping up all of the time with you, you need to really ask yourself why that is. And maybe it's time to start thinking about some couples therapy, maybe, or maybe it's time to get into a group where you get to talk to other people in your own culture about relationships and how they work and stuff like that. Because I think you need to get back around those kind of people who are going to help you put down those swords against yourself. Because the only person you're battling against right now is your own inner stuff. And that's what you have to start to say. I don't need to be at war with myself. I'm just going to love him no matter what. Until the day he says he no longer wants to be with me, he asked for that divorce or he asked for that separation, I'm going to love him completely and totally. I have to claim my power. It's time for you to say to the universe exactly what you want this relationship to be. So get out there to your church, get out there to your sacred space, get out there to the place where you feel most connected to the divine, yourself, and everything that you have within you. It's time for you to stomp your foot to the ground and say, this is what I want, this is how I want it, this is when I want it. And the universe is going to hear that, and they're going to try to send you everything you need to become that. That might mean you go through some hard times in order to learn the lessons you need to learn. And that's what you're kind of going through right now. You have to learn this lesson in order for you to really appreciate the beauty you have right now. Or the universe will come along with a big-ass 2x4 and end it for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll smack you on that head. They'll send you back to a place where you don't feel connected anymore, and this relationship finally ends. But it doesn't feel like it's going in that direction. It feels like now is your time to say, this is how I feel about you. This is how much I love you. This is how much I want our relationship to be like. This is what I want from you. This is what do you want from me in return? How can we work together? This communication issue really needs to step up to the game. It's all about letting things come to kind of ingredients in the right order, because in order to create the elixir of life, the one that you want to drink and sip out of your whole life, that ultimate good love that you are looking for, has to be found in self first. So even though you have good things happening, you have to have those bad things that happen so those chemicals can start to mix together. Then you put in who you truly are with those hops and barley. You add those spices of life that you add in every once in a while to see if that's what kind of flavor you want to add to your life. And when you feel like it's all come together, and remember, this all has to break down. This all has to dissolve, and it all has to come and fermentate up. That means it has to have time to do that. And that means giving it time and space to grow and do the work it's supposed to be doing. And that's the kind of thing you need to start doing with this relationship you're already in. Allowing it to come to that wonderful, frothy, beautiful drink and elixir that you've been trying to make this whole time. That loving, committed relationship where we're communicating, where we're open and honest, where we're each other's team member, where we know we love each other unconditionally, trust each other unconditionally, but we still have a lot of work to do. That's part of this fermentation process. That's why you're going through all of this right now, because it's time for you to find the joy in what you have. It's time for you to put down those swords and stop battling with all these inner demon things telling you this is not what you want, okay? Either decide this is what you want or move on. We haven't got together, though. Well, maybe it's time for you to step up to the plate and say, I want to be together. Claim your power. I love you. Do you love me? Would you like to be in my life? Get on a knee and propose then. I don't know if that's acceptable in your culture or whatever, but, in my culture, a woman steps down on a knee and asks you to marry you, you better be the luckiest man in the world, okay? But make sure it's something that you really need to do. What did he say? Did he say yes? Did he say no? Did he say no? But his is no response. If there isn't a response, the answer is no. If he doesn't say yes, the answer is no. I don't care. If there's not an answer, he has to have time to think about it. That means he's not quite sure he wants to spend the rest of his life with you. If he wanted to be there, he would be there. If he wanted to be a part of your life, he would have said yes, and he would have done everything to be with you. Maybe that's your key to say maybe this isn't the right guy. But you have to start deciding what you actually want. Either you go for it and you say, hey, I would like to ask again. Are you ready to marry me? But if he doesn't come with an answer this time, I think it's time to move on and find someone who's a little bit more receptive to that. And maybe do some inner work first. Know what I'm saying? Oh, and I forgot. He wants time. Right, he wants time. So either give him the time he needs or move on. Because he hasn't decided yet. You are the person he wants to spend the rest of his life with. That's that fermentation card coming. You know what I'm saying? No, and I just got a text from my green man saying he's on his way. So I gotta go tell my wife real quick here. Hey, Beth, Pat might be on his way right now. So will you get dressed and meet him at the door and stuff? You got a half an hour because he just told me he'd be on his way. About 10:30 he said he'd be here. But he has a dentist appointment, so I don't know if he's going to stick around real long. Okay. You know, either you have to start to say, embrace what you have right now and just be happy with what you have right now, or you've got to start to think about why this hasn't worked up to this date. Maybe this isn't the person. Maybe he's the example of what you don't want in your life. Maybe you want someone who's a lot more emotional, a lot more connected, something a lot different. Maybe this is having you question what you actually want in a relationship. Have we done the self stuff first? And that's the most important thing for you, Jing, is I know you're working on that very, very hard right now. You want this love, but the first person you need to start to love is self. That's the person you need to fall in love with. When you're done doing that, then go find somebody else who can love you, because then you can share that love with them. They don't have to be responsible for healing you, fixing you, or making you better. All they want to do is love you, and that's all they ever want to do. That's my advice to you, and that's what they're telling me to tell you. No? And, that's up to you. You have to decide exactly what you do want. Because that's what the universe is saying. Hey, decide what you want already. We are ready to hear you, but you have to be concrete about what you want. If you get into this relationship and then 5 years down the road you're complaining to me that he beats you every night because you didn't take the time to really get to know him, or something like that. And if you've known him for a long time, maybe you know he's not capable of that, but I'm using that as the most extreme example ever, okay? Until you've lived with a person for at least 6 months, you really don't know them, okay? You live with someone for 6 months, you kind of understand everything there is to know about them. Maybe let's try moving in together first. That's been living together for a while. Maybe it's time to separate for a while and show him what he's missing, I know you understand. I'm just giving you that information because that's, like I said, when they tell me to tell you things, I tell you. I got to do a shout out for Shamanic Awakening too. I didn't get to do that. I'm already working on it. Of course you can. Hey, new follower! Hey, a new follower! Yay, a new follower! You can always rejoin my queue. There's no limit here. I got no one in line. You get another reading. You want another reading, you get another reading. So go check out Shamanic Awakening. I've only checked out a couple of his streams, but I like the way he does his readings as well. Go give him a like. Go give him a follow. He's an awesome person as well. So, we try to show our support and love to everybody who comes in here. Jing, let's get those cards cleaned off from the last reading and get to doing this second reading. And give me your numbers whenever you're ready, Jing. And I agree with Captain. I think it's more of a, if you've been waiting 10 years and this man hasn't made up his mind yet, I'm sorry. It's time to move on. Maybe that's the hardest thing you will ever have to hear, but maybe it's time to say, if you can't commit to me after this amount of time, you're never going to commit to me. 10 and 13, you got it. And we'll find out what's coming for you ahead of this month, though. Never wait 10 years. Well, you said you were with him 10 years. Didn't you say you've been with him for, you know him for 10 years already and he still can't commit to you? Okay. So we got a new question. Let's concentrate on that one. I'm clearing off that. You guys are going to tell me about this new thing she needs to know about. All right, we're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well, thank you for clarifying it for me, Jen, because I wasn't quite sure there. Okay. Well, like I said, we're getting ready for change here, and either we make the change happen or we wait for the change to happen to us. So you have to decide how patient you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the 13th card. And this is just about your month coming up. So let's see what they have to tell you about this month coming up, right? Yeah, I agree with these cards 100%. You know, thing coming up for you personally, Jing, is that you are going to start to realize the potential you have inside for more than you want, more than you have. I know that. But it's time to start to ask yourself, what is my actual need? What do I actually have to put forth into this world to fill that hole? How can I grow out of this dark spot? Well, I'm going to put a seed there that's going to grow into this newfound plant. But I have to believe in myself and believe in everything I am capable of and capable of doing. That means allowing my bud to take in the positive light that the world provides us. That emotional rain that comes down on us and washes us clean and allows us to let all of that emotion out. That breeze that comes along to dry us off and allow us to be those dust kind of lifting off of our leaves. And then we're grounded planty in that ground. Hey, I-420 guy, whoop, 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 whoop. And, you know, and deciding what ingredients you want in this new life you are creating. Because we've talked about the preparation card before. What are you deciding? Are you deciding that this soup needs to start all over with you? Or do you need to start to adjust the recipe a little bit? That's going to be something for you that you really need in your life. What ingredients do you want into your life? You have to start adding in. So if you want more positive vibes coming your way, you have to start being more positive. If you want this person to see you as that love interest, show him how much you love him. Express it so profoundly he can't ignore it. And if he ignores it after that point, maybe it's time to decide key isn't the ingredient you need in the soup. But you still have that decision and choices to make, because that's kind of where you're going towards right now in this next month. We'll be deciding what you actually want to have in the beautiful soup of life. Now, this is going to be the thing. Hello?
Yeah, it's just me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Pat.
No, I was just closing the doors.
Oops. My bad. So, you know, one of the things, James, is that just kind of preparing yourself to get ready for a change. Realizing that maybe the cage we've been putting ourselves in for a long, long time, the most comfortable spot of where we've belonged in, isn't working for us anymore. We've discovered that the place we've been putting ourselves in isn't working out. So we have to move out of that old, icky kind of ideas and things. Those doubts, those fears, those anxieties about what's going on in life are going to start to disappear out of your life, because you're going to start to move out of that cage, because you're ready to use your key and get out of that place where you don't want to be anymore. You want to be in something new and different and better. So you got to walk out that cage, look and see what you've already been living in for a while, and decide to lock it and throw that key into the center of that ring, so you can re-embrace that newfound freedom of choice you have again. And then finding that home within yourself these next month. Finding that peace within yourself. Building this place within yourself with a solid foundation of the person you know you are. Building up those walls of safety and adding on to your life those things that are going to help protect you and keep you safe. That means believing in self. That means believing in what I'm doing, accomplishing my dreams. Every time you do something good for yourself, you're adding a block onto that wall. And then you've got to open up those doors and windows so you're not creating another cage. You're creating a place you want to live for a long, long time. You can go in and out of this place whenever you want, because you have the key, but you don't have to worry about locking yourself in anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then you put that roof on from the outside world as best as you can protect yourself from the outside world. We all go through all of that. And then once you have that full, complete home within yourself, that's what you're going to be working on this next month, is finding your potential, discovering what you want to re-add back into your life so it can be something that you can actually enjoy. Finding that newfound freedom and realizing we have to walk out that cage door and re-embrace the newfound freedom of choice to do what feels right in our heart for a change. And then accepting that part of ourselves that is that home within ourselves is one of the biggest accomplishments we can do as a person. So give yourself the time and space you need to find that home within yourself. And that's your reading for today there, Jing, on that second question there. And I do have one God card for you as well.
Could I have a smoke?
Do you want to see your God card today, Jing? Hey, if my agreement comes at 10:30, maybe the last part of my episode will be a 420 episode. I couldn't have said it better, Jing. What the universe really wants you to do right now is celebrate life. Dance and sing in the rain. Dance and sing in the sun. Dance and sing in what you have in your life right now. Create the kind of passion you want in the center of that cauldron and get those people who are a part of your inner group, who can help you, support you, who can help you with those answers and questions. You know, it's time to celebrate life again and find new meaning to what you want and actually feel those things in your heart again, is honestly. And I think that's the most important message that they're trying to tell you, is right now, celebrate yourself. Embrace that love you have for self for right now. When you're ready, add those other people into that circle. But you have to be the one who lights the flame in the center of that circle so they can help take care of it. Because we don't know where this is going to go yet. So maybe we need some more support in our lives. And maybe it's time to celebrate life rather than worry about what is to come.
Preach.
Smoky break. Oh my God, I can't believe he's coming early today. Thank you, God. I love you.
Do you have the money for him?
It's already on the place where it's at.
Okay.
You're very welcome, Jing. You know, I really do feel you, and I do feel that your spirit is in flux right now, and you're really trying to figure things out. And just give yourself that kind of love that you know you need for here, and you will fill that empty spot that's in yourself right now. That's the best possible thing you could do right now, is fill that spot with all the love you have for him into you. And then maybe he'll see the love that you shared together. I know. Well, we're working on it, right? So that's all I'm saying. We're working on it and just giving you that validation that you're going in the right direction. Give it time.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress, as my lovely lady just told me to tell you. She has good intuitions too, so you know, that's the way it goes. But you know, I want to tell you a little bit about how a guy's mind works, okay? We sit here and we think about three things, okay? Either it's sex, food, or it's about our own internal struggles and problems. Mostly what we don't want to show the rest of the world so we can be a man, okay? Because we're told pretty much, at least my generation was told, that showing emotions and feelings wasn't a good thing. Thank God I had a mom who told me that was not a good idea to do. And, you know, sometimes we don't always see with rose-colored glasses. We see the truth. And if it's been, like I said, if it's been a while now, I don't know why you keep holding out for this dude. But it's been 5 years, his no girlfriend. I have no idea though. Well, like I said, maybe it's time to think about moving on. If this guy is the one for you, tell him that. Tell him, hey, I'm not getting what I need to be getting from you here. Is there some reason you're not doing this? Is there something that maybe we can work together on? and maybe we come together as that team and try to build and refix this thing. But it might require some professional help there, Jing. I'm just saying. Someone who can be a mediator, who can get you both to open up and be that, that referee a little bit, because there's going to be some things that need to be said on both ends. You know what I'm saying? And it's a communication issue. I can really hear it. It's the communication. He's not willing to share and communicate what's going on with him. And that's frustrating you to no end. I know it is. But he's just not ready to share. Even after all this time, he likes the way things are at. He's not uncomfortable. He doesn't have a reason to change it into something that more right now. No? And that can be very frustrating for a female or any person to deal with. I'm sorry. When that person isn't showing you that love back in return,
You ought to know that.
you ought to know that,
No, you ought to know that. What that's like.
Yeah, I definitely know what that's like. When someone doesn't love you back in return, trust me, it's the most horrible kind of relationship you can be in. Because you can give them all the love in the world, do everything in the world to change, and they'll never see you as anything other than what you've already been. And that is the worst kind of a relationship to be in, because all that is filling a spot that you are lonely. That's all you're doing. You're filling a spot because you're lonely. You're not loving that person. They're not loving you back.
Just ask.
And that's my general advice for everybody out there. That's not just for Jing there. We're done with Jing's reading, but let me tell you, it took me and my wife quite a while to figure our shit out. At first, we were both still healing from our past relationships, just trying to discover one another and actually believe this person was good enough. We were good enough for them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I was good enough for this beautiful woman sitting here to my side. She felt the same way. We had to learn how to appreciate one another and get over our old crap before we could move into a new relationship. Then we lived together for quite a long time and learned each other's good things and bad things. And then she got on her knee and asked me to marry her. I said yes, and the rest is history, But we had to work on that communication too. We had to open up our big ears and hear some of the hardest things you've ever had to hear from one another, and really be okay with receiving that and not get angry and upset with everything that's going on because they're telling you the truth. Take it in, let it come in and stuff like that. And then, what we did? We started building that communication, and then we started to love and trust each other completely 100%. We trust each other 100%. We know all of our own dirtiest secrets. And trust me, those aren't very, very big, okay? Our biggest horrible things aren't exactly the hardest things in this world to hear, And then, we had to work together and become a team. We had to be each other's team member. When that person falls, I pick her up. When she falls, she picks me up, And when she does her own separate thing, I'm not worried about what she's doing because I know she loves me. I'm going to go do my own thing, and she doesn't care because she knows I love her. And it took work. It took work. And we still work on it to this day. We tell each other we love each other every day. We tell something we appreciate about each other every day. If there's times where we need to tell each other and call each other on our shit, we call each other on our shit. And if they're saying they want space, give them all the space he ever wanted by saying, bye-bye. When you're ready, come back. Maybe that wakes them up a little bit.
Or just ask them point blank.
Or just ask them point blank, hey, is this going anywhere? Will it ever go anywhere? Give me an answer one way or the other. Either you will or won't think about even marrying me. I'm tired of waiting for a maybe in time. Give him a time. You give him I don't know, 3 months to give you an answer. And if he doesn't give you an answer in 3 months, move on. Ooh, I got a gift sub from somebody. Hoo-hoo. You know, I know you're a very beautiful soul, Jing, and I truly believe you deserve better. I really do. I think you are capable. You have so much love within you to share somebody, and I just don't know if this guy's that receptive to taking it all in. And I just want you to think about it for a while and really give yourself a really good think today, and really say to yourself, why, what pros and cons? Why are my reasons for staying here? What are my reasons for not staying here? If the pros outweigh the cons, you know what to do. So marry him. I want him to be my boyfriend, but he wants married. So marry him. Show him just how much you love him. Say, yes, I will marry you in a heartbeat. Let's go to the judge tomorrow and do it. But will that change your relationship? Will it make it any better? Will that make it things become more connected? Don't do it just because you want a piece of paper or something to say we're together. Okay, I don't need a piece of paper or proof to tell me I'm in love with my wife. I could care less about a piece of paper that tells me I love her. She loves me. Even without that paper, we're still married in our hearts. And that's what is the most important thing. We did something called a hand fast. Okay, and a hand fast is a lot like saying you're married without having official documentation, right? And we did that first before we got married. We gave ourselves a year and a day to learn about one another before we don't, yeah. And you don't want to go through the same thing again, right? Okay, well then, you need to make some hard choices, Jing. I love you. And I think, like I said, you're a beautiful soul. Maybe this relationship will work out. Maybe it won't, but you either got to give it the time he wants for it or start to give him some ultimatums and say, hey, I've waited this long already for an answer. All I'm asking for is you telling me that there is a possibility, yes, or is there not a possibility, no? No? That way, at least you know. And you can make your decision based on that. Or get into some couples therapy and then start talking about why this is not working the way you want it to. Or leave him and let him see just what he's missing. Maybe he'll come chase you down for a change. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be a two-way street. Always. And I'm not the greatest expert on love, guys, okay? I've only had she's the only very committed relationship I've ever had. But I'll tell you, every other relationship I ever had failed because I didn't communicate with the person I want, and I didn't believe in myself enough to believe I was worthy with them. So they went out and found somebody else who did believe in themselves. I was cheated on a lot because, hey, we get raided by our friend Tansy. Ho, family, ho! Welcome, your Tansy. Thank you for the raid, you awesome, beautiful young lady. Hey, go check her out. She's an awesome gaming variety game streamer. She just chats sometimes, and sometimes she does a light bit of tarot there as well. So go give her a like, go give her a follow, go give her all of that love. Welcome in. How was your stream, Tans? How are they going for you? Oh, I gotta untab you now because you're in my stream. I was lurking in your stream, giving you some watch hours there, and now that you're here, I don't need you need to have that up anymore. So thank you very much for that. Good, I'm glad. She's just she's my baby streamer. I'm trying to help her out every once in a while, and you know what? I would really recommend go checking her out, go giving her that much needed support and follow hours so she can get her affiliate status up there, guys. I'd really appreciate any of the likes and follows. Go give her those watch hours, lurk if you can, and really get to know this beautiful young lady because she's got a beautiful soul. Right, Tans? Right. And like I said, I am starting to, tomorrow I will find out if my project is approved by Kickstarter, hopefully. And after that, we'll start to talk about how we're going to do the giveaway. Because I will be giving away one deck completely for free without paying for it. And that will be done on this channel when I've reached that goal of actually printing them out. And that might take a while. So you can leave the door open because it's getting hot in here. And Tio says I can't take off all my clothes. So I'm so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off. You know what I'm saying? 20 minutes away. Woohoo! He's bringing us purple runts and something else too, so. And this will keep us hopefully in green for a while now. Better. A lot of money. See, I'm drinking out of Merciless Mercy's cup. It's her pinky swear cup here. Life and death together in balance, right? Always, always, always support my people who come support me. And I support people who don't even know me because I just like to be that nice guy, you know? Sometimes I go check out one of my favorite streamers. Sometimes I go check out somebody I've never met before. So, you know, we're always trying to network and communicate and be a part of everybody's community. And you just got to do what feels right for you. Whether you're here for 5 minutes or the whole 3 hours, I appreciate every time you guys are here. I truly do. Everything that you guys give to me is going towards that 5 Paths Tarot deck thingy. I have to actually update my biddy thingy now because someone fulfilled the biddy stuff. So, reset the goal. And since I don't have anybody in here right now, I can do that. You're very welcome. You know, that's what I'm here to do. Everyone's here to try to just support everyone as best as they can. You know what I'm saying? Oops. Now, I don't need it. I need a widget. A widget. The biddy widget. Biddy, 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 biddy. There, it's a free moment to silly for you. Ah, there she is. All right. Woohoo. And go. Let's make it a little bit higher this time. Oh, wait. All right, we're starting a new biddy goal. Woohoo! There we go. There's a new biddy goal. It's kind of lofty, but we'll try. I don't think I'll make 1,000 biddies the rest of this month, but now we've reset that goal a little bit there. He knows who's on his way. He wants to play with Jingle Ball, too.
Jingle balls, jingle balls.
I'm going to put some more music on, guys, for a little bit here. Okay, what's going on? I have to reload my music. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, by the way. I really appreciate it. I don't remember who gave it to me, but thank you. I'm going to have green today if you want to hang out.
Satan, how high in love I'm by your side. I need you in my favorite time. I give you my favorite time. I need you in my favorite time. I give you I want all of you. My favorite time.
Two minutes. So how's everybody out there today? Is everyone having a good day so far? I hope today. I hope every day is positive today. I want you to remember every day can be the best day ever if you want it to be, guys. So I'm just turning down the music a little bit here. Just talk with you guys a little bit. Today I drew the air card. Now, in my deck, there will be art cards as well that we'll be able to collect as well. They'll be more of a collector's item kind of a deal. And for one lucky person, I will be signing those cards if they want me to sign them for them. So those will be only given out to, that'll be included in every deck, but only one will be signed. So I keep hoping they approve me any second now. This is supposed to be epic violin music. This is not epic violin music. That's more like it. Nope, still in review. That was just a little too dancey for me. Especially for a tarot reading stream. Hey, Danger Bean. Cool. Welcome on in, Danger. I really appreciate you stopping by. I do tarot reading. What a tarot reading card is, it's kind of like an introspective guide to your personal deities and energies. It helps me kind of help divine the best possible path for you. They're designed to help move you into a place where you want to be. At least that's what my cards do. Now, every tarot deck is different. Every reader is different. But we're all trying to basically help you get to a day where you say, today is my best day ever, and how can I move my life in a way that will be beneficial? You can take this as advice, or you can take this strictly from your higher power, because I call myself the telephone of the gods. All I do is tell you what they want you to know today. So I just want you to know, this is how it works here, Danger. I will ask you to pick numbers First, I'm going to ask you how many times you want me to shuffle the deck for you, 1 through 10. Then I'm going to ask you to pick a second number, 1 through 52, and that's where your reading will be in my deck. Now, if cards pop out of the deck while I'm shuffling, as long as it's under 6 cards, that means 6 cards have to fall onto the table or fall out somewhere, okay? And when that happens, these are your higher power God cards. We always get to this after your general reading. They don't always happen. They are the most intense kind of cards I give. I am not a sugar-coater tarot reader. I am very in your face, very blunt. I tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me all the gods I believe in. And I don't want to piss any of them off. So this is just me having some fun during retirement, doing something good for the world. So that's what I'm all about. Otherwise, we talk about life, paranormal, whatever else you want to talk about. Just have some coffee, chat and chill, and listen to some music while we, talk about life and all that stuff. So that's what we're about, Danger. Welcome on in. Glad to see you here. No.
Thank you.
Mercy! Hey,
Mercy!
Look, Mercy, I got your cup. Look, isn't it beautiful? Look at Merciless Mercy in the chat. Hoop, 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 hoop. Time to add you to the queue? Well, get your ass in here already. Come on in, Pat.
Come on in.
I gotta shout my Mercy out, though. Watch this. Mercy! Go give her a like and follow. She's my graphic artist, guys. She's my mod. She's my #1 girl. Thank you for coming in, Mercy. Let's kick some spiritual ass for Mercy today, because that's what she asked for. Ready for your butt kick there? All right, I'm really pouring the energy in there. You press ! join, just like Mercy did. And then you get into the queue, and I will do you next. Yep, just like that. All right, Mercy, let's get those numbers in there for me. I'm going to turn the music off. There you go, Danger. So we're ready to rock and roll. That's good to hear. All right, let's get this shuffles in for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, almost fell out more. All right, I gotta shut my door real quick, guys. Ooh. You had a runner too, Mercy. 1 card fell on the ground, and I just found it down there. So you got 2 God cards. Hoofta, ready for this one, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the 16th card. General reading for Mercy, what she needs to know. That's usually what she wants. Let's see what she needs to know today. Merciless Mercy. I hope you're having a very positive stream for yourself recently. I think things are going well for you, Mercy. I really appreciate you stopping by and being here, by the way. Thank you for your support. I'm ever so grateful to you for it. Let's get into what you need to know, though. So, Mercy, one of the things that I'm feeling from you right now is this need to share a little bit more of yourself so the outside world kind of gets a better understanding of what's actually going on. It's kind of like you're saying to, the world and the universe, here's what I want. Here's how I want it, but I'm going to share the right kind of information. Stuff that's hard for you to talk about now, maybe the time for you to start to talk about. It's time to start to let go of some of these things that keep holding you back. The only way we're ever going to get rid of these things is by letting that information come out and us finally dealing with that information. How do we do that? Well, we start by getting back in our car again. Stop walking the nice, long, hard walk, Mercy. You don't need to push yourself so hard. You don't need to push yourself to the limits. You can get in your car and drive there. You may have 10 miles left down the road, but you still have to obey speed limits. You still have to take that wheel by the hands and start to navigate where you actually want to go in life and be very passionate about what you want to do. So share the right information about what you're passionate about. Share that voice, share that feeling, and give that back to all those people who give it to you. Just like you want in your life, building this acceptance within yourself, finally finding that acceptance that you are reaching for deep inside. The only way you're ever going to reach that acceptance, Mercy, is if you start sharing the right information so people finally understand what it is you are asking for from the universe, from a world, from the people around you. Being driven and accepting that you have to believe in your own dreams, your own voice, your own everything. And that's how you're going to find more acceptance. Coming to that part inside of yourself where you say, you know what? I like me. I like me completely, totally, 100%. The ins and outs, the bad, the uglies, everything in between. It's time to start to say, I love that about who I am. We've been navigating this deep ocean for a long time. And you can be just as stubborn as my wife sometimes, Mercy, and sometimes a little bit procrastinating as well. Sometimes it's all about how we navigate the oceans and navigate all those things that are in our life. We have to navigate through all the issues and problems of a big, deep, dark ocean. But you have to come up for that breath of air in your lungs again. You have to find the joy in every day of what you're doing. Find that happiness, find that joy. Breach the surface floor and start to get that energy back, because you got my wife's card in your deck, and my wife had to learn how to navigate those things, but she had to learn to come up for the all affirming breath of fresh air. She had to take that life back into her lungs and start to live her life for the joy of it, not for what happened in the past, not what happened to her. She had to find that joy. When she started doing that, those seas weren't as hard to navigate anymore. And she's not doing this alone. She's got a pod. She's got a family. They're supporting her all the way. I'm part of that pod. She has people that she doesn't see very often, but they're still there supporting her. You know what I'm saying? It may not seem like they're there right now, but it will be eventually in your life. And it's time to start to find that joy within your heart again and express that every single day through what you want to share, through what you want to drive your future to be and accomplish those goals and dreams, and find that joy and happiness within ourselves, that we accept ourselves 100% for who we are. You don't get a choice for God cards. You get to see your God cards right now. Mercy already said butt kick,
Good luck.
but you know how this goes, right, Mercy? Start looking at what you actually have right in front of you right now. Imagine you were asking yourself, how many months ago were you asking for this to be something more beautiful in your life? Look at what you've done since then. Look at what you've accomplished since then. The good thing staring you in the face is what you've done. You did that. No one else did that but you. It's time to cherish the thing that's staring you in the face right now, telling you it's time to love me and all the things about my life, because the thing staring you in your face is good to be true. It's time to believe it. It's time to embrace it completely and totally and cherish it like it was your newborn baby that you know you have to take care of. And you know all about that, right, Mom? So we need to be our own mom for a while too, and maybe our own father for a while. But you know what? You get to parent yourself as the greatest kind of gift you will ever get, because you get to grow up to be whoever you want to be. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, Mercy. We need to start to communicate with self, with others, with everybody in our lives. The communication lines are starting to get blocked again. Why are we letting ourselves get back into these old bad patterns? We were doing really good when we were staying communicative. Now we're kind of falling back into those old bad patterns again. We're kind of wondering why things are starting to slow down a little bit. Well, get your ass in gear and start to communicate. check my Cash App too? Okay, I'll check my Cash App. You don't have to send me money. I just got paid. I just got green, for God's sakes. I will check my Cash App. Thanks, Mercy, for sending me something. But yeah, I know how much you need that money right now, and I appreciate that. So very thankful for that. That will go towards the tarot reading fund, guys. So, like I said, all the money that I get will go towards that, you know. So I'm checking, but it's being a slow bastard right now. So I gotta close down some of these tabs. It's getting too close. I love showing support to my friends, but I gotta let you all go right now because it's getting too sluggish. And you've done a lot for me. You created all of my artwork to you, so I want to be able to pay you back someday. Don't think I won't, because I will. I'm going to give you one of my decks for free. How about that, Mercy? We'll get you one of those. Because if anyone deserves a deck, you deserve a deck.
Yes.
So when I do finally accomplish my goal, you'll be the first one to get one, Mercy. I promise you. Thank you for the very generous donation. I do appreciate it. You know how much I appreciate that. Yeah, well, when I create, you'll get a copy of the 5 Paths Tarot. So one day, when I finally reach my goal, and I can finally say, print these things, first person I'm sending one to is you. All right, let's get to Danger here. He's been waiting for his reading here. And Danger, you're up next. Thank you. Do you want me to get you the big bowl?
No, I'm going to do each of them in this one and then put it into the big bowl.
Okay. I was just saying if you need me to help you with that for a second.
Nah.
Hey, how's it going? I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle for you, Danger, so that we can get you a clean reading and kind of randomize the cards a little bit. We do this after every reading. Same thing for you. If you have a question you would like to ask, please ask it in chat. If you just want a general reading, let me know it's a general reading. 1 through 10 is the first numbers I need you to pick, and then the second numbers I need you to pick is 1 through 52. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. Do you bring us 3 different kinds?
Yes.
Yeah. Oops. All right. So, one more shuffle for good measure, and we're ready to rock and roll for you. So whenever you're ready, Danger, let me know your numbers. Okay. Let's do that 2024 reading for you. 3 shuffles. You got it. 1, 2, 3. And you have 2 God cards as well, Danger. And now I need you to pick a number 1 through 52, please. High Class Hippie in the chat. Can you shout her out for me, Mercy? We need to shout out High Class Hippie. Hoop, hoop. All right.
Yeah,
1,
baby.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22nd card is now on your deck. Thanks, Mercy. All right, so we want to know how 2024 is going to be for us, right? We're ready for this, right? Because I know. Death yell for me, I'm cleaning. Okay, if I need you, I'll call you. Waiting on a phone call. Well, you take care of life. I can mod myself for now. It's not like I have a ton of people in here. Let's get to doing what Danger needs to know today. So, Danger, we have been going through some stuff recently, and it's kind of been moving and shaking your life a little bit. And you're kind of wondering, why am I going through all of this right now? Well, right now, you're being provided the perfect catalyst to strike your goals and dreams. Everything that's happened to you in the last couple of weeks has been trying to design this little rough patch down on the ground for you, like a match back of a match striking. You know those old school matches where you had to strike the little rough patch? Well, that's what you're doing. You're putting your will and intent down on the ground, and you're saying, this is what I want to do with life. I am ready to spark this flame, but that means I've got to use what's been given to me to strike against it so I can spark that flame. Now, you can either let that flame burn until it reaches your hand and you can get burned, or you can add it to a candle that will last you a lot longer, and that energy will be brought into your life. So the more positive you will be, the more energy you give yourself, that self-care, that igniting passion, you believing in your dreams, believing in yourself, you're igniting your path to the new future that you seek. And what you're trying to do right now, this 2024, is you're gonna go on a small journey. You're trying to find something, and you're trying to find something to fill those little I need spots within myself. And what we're going to go do is we're going to go explore some new, different, wonderful things this year. Maybe because I'm following my dreams. Maybe because I'm following my passions. I'm going to find those journeys, because it's not about what you will find at the end of this path. It's not about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's the journey that matters. I said that wrong, but you get the point. Excuse me, pardon me, not. There, that's better. Rude, crude, socially acceptable band. My wife said it was a 7. Anyway, back to your reading and back to getting really back to what you need to know. So it may seem like it's taking a while for you to figure things out this year, but every step you take is leading to one very important thing. It's time to take off the I don't want you to see me mask. I put this on so that I'm protected against all the hurt in this world. I keep putting on this mask of protection because I'm not ready to show who I truly am. And underneath that surface of who you truly are and who you truly want to become is that mask finally being lifted off of your face. And you realizing that this has held you back most of your life. You're going to have to smash and crash this mask to smithereens, because that is what keeps blocking you in your life this next year. So removing what everyone's preconceived notions of you are and revealing the real truth to people may be hard for some people to hear. May be something that's more awakening for them, because they're going to see a different side of you that they've never seen before. And that might make some of those friends feel uncomfortable, and you might feel guilty. You might not feel guilty, but don't feel guilty. It's all about that mask we are removing so we can start to show the world who we truly are. Accepting self. Right now, you're trying this next year, it's all going to be about you getting out of this self-imposed ice block you've kind of put yourself in. I know the world has been not so happy with us, right? We kind of put this wall around ourselves like a big block of ice. We're trying to keep all the pain out, but it keeps keeping us cold and not well lit and not very well breathable in this ice cube. You have one tiny golden hammer to start breaking your way out of it, and then you have to also remind yourself, hey, the only way I'm ever going to make my way out of this is if I believe in myself enough to go pound to that and pound to that and keep pounding on that until it is broken. Bring that positive light into your life this year. Find reasons to melt that icy exterior and be vulnerable for a change. Allow yourself to feel, to experience, to understand that this is a part of making you become the kind of person you want yourself to become. It's all for a reason. You just have to go on the journey to get there. And that's your general reading for today, Danger. And then that's your general reading. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. Otherwise, we can move on to your God cards too. So how do God cards work in my deck? Well, this is a message from your higher power trying to tell you something you've been asking them an answer for lately. These are the most intense kind of cards I give, because I consider these direct messages from your higher power to you. So if you're not ready for that kind of information, say, I don't want to see these cards. If you're ready to get your spiritual butt kicked, ask me to see your cards. I leave
Yes.
that in your capable hands there, Danger. What would you like to do? And welcome in, Enigmatic Hermit. Welcome on in. My wife is busy grinding the green right now. I can smell it. Let you see him. Gotcha. So what does the universe want to tell you? I'm smiling for a very specific reason. Because, number one, before I became the unknown prophet, I was called Unison. The reason I was called Unison was because I had a very dualistic personality about myself.
Mhm.
You know? And that's kind of what you need to start to think about is, do I have two different sides of my persona that I need to start to say, let's bring that together. Let's bring that in together and start doing what we've been meaning to do our whole lives. Start walking that gray in between. I don't have to be good. I don't have to be bad. I just have to live my life to the best of my abilities. I have to live to that point. Because you know what I had to learn as Unison? I had to learn how to become that symphony of notes. That means I had to take my good notes and my bad notes and combine them together to create music, just like you are doing in your life as well. And finding that dream, that all-important dream. Do you realize how much of a destiny you have right now that you can put down in the sand? Because you're choosing your own destiny. You're carving your own path. When I became this person, I said I would be this person I am right now. That I would be this kind of person. I didn't know I was capable of this person yet. I was still finding out how to bring those things together as that one. So learning how to be that beautiful symphony within myself and learning to love all the notes of who I was and walking that gray in between, that is what is all about. But the thing you need to do more than ever, the thing that they're calling you out on right now, danger being you call yourself, well then fucking take your leap of faith already. Start to get past those fears, those anxieties, those things that keep stopping you from moving in those directions you really want to move. Are you really going to let these things get to you? Are you really going to let these things stop you? Are you finally going to take that leap? No one said you had to jump without a parachute, for God's sakes. They are providing you the biggest parachute you could ever ask for. All they're asking you to do is take a leap and trust that they will have you on the way down. That's all they're asking for, that they've got you in their capable hands and they're going to give you everything you need. It's time to take that leap of faith and test yourself and say, what do I need to face right now that will ultimately shatter every one of these preconceived notions I've had up to this day? And I will become someone new, someone different, because I'm finally ready to trust and allow the universe to help me become that person. And that's your message from your higher power, Danger. See what I mean by God messages? Oh, it smells so good. I don't know if that's the last one or not, but...
What?
Is that the last green?
Yeah.
Do you have a tiny bit of it I can have? Just like a pinch or two on that.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Because now I'm going to do this. So, you know, and I'm just trying to help you, lead you to a path that's going to be better for you. Remember, the future's always in your own hand, guys. No matter what I tell you here today, you guys have the right and responsibility to go live the life you've always wanted to live. You know, the only thing stopping you from doing that is saying, today is that day. Today is the day I live my best day ever. And that's all you ever need to worry about, is becoming that person today. Today is the day it becomes better because you choose it to be so. Because you say that you're a... Yes, my queue is completely open now. And if you want, like I said, Mercy said it the best. You want a real intense reading? Get one of my journey layouts. Trust me. I want to move and shake your world. I will move and shake your world with that one. But you better be ready for really intense messages, because that is the most powerful thing that I will ever do for anybody, is give them a journey layout.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and Namek, want a journey layout? He's a reader too. I'd like to show that off once in a while. And since Mercy just said it, why not give it to Ignatic Hermit? Would you like a journey layout reading? It's the most intense kind of reading I actually give. I don't know what "were" means.
What?
I don't know. They were saying something to me, and I don't know what it means. So you should have asked earlier for a journey layout. Honey, you can get a journey layout reading anytime you want from me. All you got to do is say when you have time to do it. What?
I'm just trying to read.
Oh, okay. Mama says hi.
Hi.
Well, like I said, I don't want to overdo you. If you just want a simple general reading, let's give you a general reading. But if you're ready to get your spiritual butt kicked, then I can kick spiritual ass.
Yeah, I got a 4.5 pound.
Take your time. Come on back when you've finished with that. Go hear what your mom has to say. Then come have me yell at you. I am mean. All right. My mom used to yell at me all the time. I miss it so much. So what is a journey layout reading? Okay, let me explain that to you while we're waiting, okay, guys? So I do something called a journey layout. And this is my standard journey layout I do for everybody, okay? I have to, why? Give me a second. I have to correct the stupid thingy here. The properties are screwed up. Cancel. Got the wrong one. Not that one, this one. Okay, so on the screen right now, you will see my... Just wanted to make sure I got that all over with first before we do this. Because this does take a while to do this kind of a reading because it's the most intense one I do. What I do is I take you down each one of these paths to help review where you are on your journey right now. I will tell you about your past path first, where you've been up to this date, and what you need to do to start moving forward with your life. So everything, all your victories and defeats will tell you all about what you need to do to start moving forward. Then I will tell you about your waiting path, where we need to make those logical choices and those emotional choices and give ourselves that time and space that we need to make a good decision. But we can't wait forever either. Sometimes we have to get up off of our ass and move into a new direction. How best do I do that is what this position tells you. And then I do something very unique. I give you choices. All right, I give you 3 choices. You get to choose which card goes first after this point. You will either choose the hard path, the easy path, or the unseen path. And we'll all go through every one of these cards, but you get to choose which order we go in at this point. And you have to choose your numbers or choose your card. Okay? But the hard path is going to tell you all about what things you need to be passionate about in your life. What dreams and goals do you need to start to try to face? All those hills, valleys, and things that you have to step over to get to your goal and dream. But once you get there, you're going to have to take a nice long respite to let it soak all in. Or you can take the easy path. That's making small, obtainable steps. Maybe it takes 10 steps to get to your ultimate goal and dream. It may take a little bit longer to get there, but you take little breaks along the way. You reevaluate along the way. You accomplish and celebrate goals along the way. You take an easier, slower path, more at your own pace. You're not so worried about where this is going to take you. So what do I need to do to take an easier path in life? Then my unseen path. My unseen path combines the hard path and the easy path together. But it's one thing that you need to forge yourself. One thing that you need to face in your life that you need to get past. It's that one thing that's been staring you in your face your whole life that you finally have to get the big picture of. But you definitely have to start forging your own path forward and cut through those reeds, not knowing what you're going to find on the other end. What this path will reveal to you are those answers. Then I give you 2 more last choices. I will either ask you to pick your home card, which tells you all about what you either need to bring within yourself or let go within yourself, or your leap of faith card, what fear you would actually need to face and get over in order to move forward and jump into that ether and say, I'm ready to face this. So this kind of explores that. And the last and final card that I tell you about is called my Wandering Path card. Now, my Wandering Path card doesn't have a time frame. It doesn't have a place. It doesn't have a way of being. All it does is tell you how to keep moving forward one step at a time. It's different than the easy path because you're not worried about how much time it's going to take you to get there. You're just going to wander until you find a path that's right for you. And the thing you have to understand about this path is it might reveal to you something you haven't tried yet that you might want to think about. And that's what my 5 paths journey layout is. And I'm sorry if you couldn't see me tell you all of that. Oh, sorry. Now we're not doing 420 yet. We'll do 420 after this reading maybe. But that is basically how the journey layout works.
Can I have a smoke, please? Thank you.
So that's what you're in for if you get a journey layout reading, guys. And I do offer those privately on Discord. That's something that I... tobacco bags right there. So that's basically what I tell you about. All right. So the same rules apply, but there are no God cards in this message. This is a whole complete God card message, okay? This whole thing is directly from your higher power. There aren't any God cards this time. They just come out how they come out. So, ready? All I need is your numbers, 1 through 10, 1 through 52. While I smoke my cigarette real quick. And do you a solid by doing a cleansing shuffle for you as well. And my phone decides to go hop, plop.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
All right, here we go. Here are your 2 official shuffles. 1 and 2. And the 14th card. Now, the first card comes out. That's your Wandering Path card here, okay? That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the 14th card is now on top. This is your past. This is your weight path. This is your hard path. This is your easy path. This is your unseen, home, and leap of faith card. And we're going to go down each of these in order, guys, okay? So first and foremost, let me tell you about your past. I just want to make sure you're ready and ready to rock and roll with this reading. And then we're going to start going here.
Yay.
Now it's time to kick some spiritual ass. Get my boxing gloves on for Agnatic Hermit. So when you're ready, just say ready. That's all I want from you, Hermit. Okay. Ready. Okay, so what is your past path trying to tell you? Well, congratulations, Hermit. You have built up this thick, beautiful armor that you have created up to this point. You have all of these dicks and nods on it because you have been working on the protection and this wonderful guiding energy that you've been working with lately. I want you to realize that the thing you've been building up to this point was that resilience, just like a birch tree in Minnesota does. It always has water flowing within it up to a certain degree, of course, okay? But when it is active, it always has water flowing in and out of it, allowing that life's blood to come within itself and allowing it to do something very unique in nature that doesn't happen with a lot of plants. It takes what is no longer serving it any purpose any longer. Those little pieces of bark that have died, those little anxieties, those little fears, those little tiny things we know that we just have to let them go and let them be. We know that they might come up somewhere in the future, but they're not something we're going to worry about anymore because we're peeling that part off of ourselves to give ourselves that new open spot for that new energy to come in, that new sunlight to breach that floor to give us that energy that we need. It might be the tiniest bit of a ding in your armor, but that ding of armor is actually making you stronger and stronger and stronger. You're reminding yourself that you built up this resilience for a reason, that this is what you needed to do so that you are well protected, so that what you do next, now you know you have that ability. So that's what we've been working on up to this past. And what I'm really feeling from you is it's been kind of a tough road for you a little bit, but we've realized that there are a couple of things I know I have to just kind of, I know they're going to be a part of me, but they're not going to be something I'm going to worry about every single day of every single moment. I've got to let that peel away from me and allow this beautiful other stuff to come inside that helps me continue to grow and keep that lifeblood moving. Then we get to your weight path. So what is your weight path trying to tell you to do? So we've been thinking about making positive changes in our life, right? It's time to finally do that. Hey, you know what you need to start to do? You need to bring that beautiful glaring sun into your life. Following that sun like it's shining down onto the hills and valleys of the world that you want to create. Doing this positive message that you are starting to realize this power, this beautiful energy that you possess, this beautiful soul that you want to give to everybody else. Glaze like the brilliant, beautiful sun. Maybe it's time to stop thinking about, am I ready? But say, I am ready. Get up off of that butt and take a step onto a path that's right for you. What way do you need to go right now to show you that that's what you've been working towards your whole existence, is finding this happy spot where you finally found what you want to do. You know what you're here to do. You know how you're here to do it. And all of that stuff that you're trying to do right now, it's just adding to that brilliant, beautiful light. And you keep doing that and building that up. Watch you make change in this world. All right, now we have choices. Ha ha ha, choices.
Choices are good.
Choices are good. Would you like to go down your hard path first, your easy path first, or your unseen path first? This is easy. This is hard. Hard path. So what is your hard path trying to tell you to do right now? The thing you need to be more determined with is taking your life into your own hands. You know what ingredients make up who you are, that bare essential working material that you're working with. Now it's time to take those ingredients and start to mold them into the shape you can see yourself becoming someday, right? Because we want to be able to do more. Well, we have to start to consider why we want to shape it in this way, how we want to shape it in this way, why we want to shape it this way, because we're creating something that's going to last a long time. And maybe we have to be a little bit more determined to get to that than we have been recently, and give ourselves a little bit of motivation to do that nice hard work that we know we have to do, because we know there's some things we have to get over and face, but they are going to take a really big jump to get there. We're going to have to climb over a couple hills, valleys, and rocks to get to the gym. But when you're done molding it, you've got to let this rest for a while before you bake it, because you've got to add the glaze onto it, and you've got to add the decorations onto it. So you're not going to be quite done yet, but you're well on your way to becoming who you've always wanted yours to be. Take it back in your own hands again and be more motivated to mold your future into what you choose it to be. Would you like to go down your easy or unseen next?
Here.
What is your easy path? It might not seem like it today. It might not seem like it tomorrow. But there is a part of you that needs to be put to rest. It's finally time to let go of that old self that we've been hanging on to just a little too long. It's time to make a plan to let this go and hold a funeral for this part of ourselves we know has to die. In order for something to take its place, you have to let go of all of this negative or all of this old stuff you used to try to do to yourself. And it means putting it to rest. Holding a Viking funeral and letting it burn away from you forever. Go get yourself a little cardboard box, and I want you to write on little pieces of paper today everything you need to let go of and die. Then I want you to have a mini funeral for it. Viking funeral if you want. Go find your favorite fire pit or place to burn it away and burn it completely to ash. Take 3 days to mourn the loss of what you've just let go of. Mourn that loss. Really mourn it. And then when you finally reach that acceptance part, You know what you gotta do, right? Start becoming the newborn person that you have just rebirthed yourself to be. And be that person from this day forward. So, do we need to make an easier path for us by letting go of some of these old things we've been hanging on to and put it to rest finally? Maybe that's easier than doing a lot of the other things. Now, we only have one path left to choose, right? Because we have the unseen path before we move on to the next choices. So, what is your unseen path? I agree. Because the unseen path staring you right in the face right now, Hermit, is this. Think about it. I want to become. What do I have to go through in order to be born? I have to go through this little labor process, right? Because in order for me to be a strong individual, in order for me to have that fight for life, I have to push my way through that canal. It's not just on the mom, it's on the baby too. And as you are creating this new life that you want yourself to be, it's time to say, I am. Not I want to be. I am this person. It's time for me to forge my own path forward and stop getting in my own way a little bit and remind myself, I want to become this person. I need to be this person. Walk the walk, do the do, talk the talk, and all the other things in between. So be that person and become that being and take care of it like a little child waiting for that person to rock and thing so that you can take care of this newborn life that you want to grow and make become your own little thing that you've created, right? Right. And now we have 2 more choices for you, and you only have to pick one card. Would you like your Leap of Faith card first, or would you like your Home Path card first? And you can either say leap or home, whichever one works for you. So what is your leap of faith? So, what do you need to start to take more of a leap of faith with? It's opening your hands and receiving the gifts the universe is trying to send you. It might not seem like it at the time, but even a difficult gift is still a gift. You do not have to open up that gift if you're not ready for it. But if you want good change, if you want real change, if you want your life to be moved into a different direction, it's time to open up those hands and start to receive the gifts that you've been asking for. They're not always going to send you the positive gifts. They're going to send you gifts that are going to move you and shake you into the person you want to be. You have to be ready for it. Even a good gift can be overwhelming. If you got everything you've ever asked for right now, could you handle that much abundance in your life, or would you have to learn how to grow into that? Like a lot of people who win the lottery and they win all of this money, go through it very, very fast because they don't realize that the thing they needed to do all the time was just keep some of it in reserve. Opening up my hands and saying, hey, this gift has been given to me. Half of this is just going to be in a place where I can save it and it can grow. The other half I can spend willy-nilly however I want, okay? But it's just like that for you with this gift. And allowing yourself to take that leap and say, maybe this gift is a little hard for me to open right now, but damn it, I'm going to do it anyway. And that parachute will open up because that's what's inside the box is the parachute. So guess what you get to put on before you take that leap of faith and receive the gifts that are meant for you to have. So what does your home path trying to tell you today? Well, Agnamic, it's time to realize that they're providing you with the biggest beautiful buffet you've ever had in your life. They're giving you every experience on a silver platter, and all they want you to do is pick one of these tasty morsels up, like self-confidence, like I believe in myself, like I could accomplish my dreams, like I can do whatever I set my mind to. Set it in my mouth and see how it tastes and how I feel when I put this in my body. It's kind of like saying to yourself, you know what? Hey, I like cake and ice cream too, but it is not going to be good for me all the time. I'm a diabetic man. I can't have a lot of cake and stuff like that, right? It's not very good for me, right? Well, that's me. The same thing with you. We can't fill our lives with the cake and the ice creams all the time. We have to eat our nutritious meal every once in a while so we can actually get what we need inside rather than what we don't think we need. And the only way we're ever going to learn, if that's the kind of thing we like in our life, is going out there and trying it and tasting it and seeing how we like that taste. If we like the taste, we add it to the soup of our life, right? But we feed ourselves that which we need, the actual nutrition and things that we need to fill these holes and can repair them finally and completely. So how are you feeding yourself with those experiences so that you can find those things and fill them? And then we have your last and final card, Hermit. Your wandering path card. So what is your wandering path? You know, you don't have to be so concerned with how people see you all the time. Just go live your life for you. You have been the artist who has controlled the tapestry of life and weaved it together ever so carefully. You are the artist. You know what you intended to put into this painting and picture, but not everyone who looks at it is going to see the same thing you intended. Don't take it personally. It's just their way of observing what they think that you've created. Just like any piece of artwork can be subjectional. You know what you put into this. Be proud of every line. Be proud of everything that you've done to make yourself become who you are right now. Do you want to add more to this picture? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you like it just the way it is. You just finished the lines, but maybe you want to add some color or some flourishes into it, or keep it as is. It's completely up to you. But you have to start to say to yourself, have I wandered long enough and just been okay with the picture I'm presenting the world? And that is your journey layout reading for today, Dynamic Hermit. So let me review one more time just so we understand everything. We built up this resilience through finding the positive in our life. We mold our lives because we know we have to get through it and get through the hardest times of our life. We need to let go of this old life so that we can finally be at peace and move on from that old self we don't want ourselves to be anymore. We become that new person because we have been reborn as this new being, and we acknowledge that and want to be that. Sorry, I got burpees. By accepting all of those gifts in which we receive, we feed ourselves those things that which we need. We finally see the picture for what it truly is. And that is your review and your journey layout today. Any questions? And cheers to everybody out there.
May I have some coffee?
Ooh, someone's going to get your cup.
Yes. And here you go.
More smokes? Regular smokes?
Yeah.
Okay. Coming!
Just a minute.
There you go. That was your journey layout reading. And that's an example of the kind of reading I give for private readings, one-on-one. And then we do take a whole hour to talk about other things that you might want to know. So if you ever want a private one-on-one reading with me, getting that journey layout, I do it a little bit quicker here because of the time constraints with streaming. That I take my time with each card and we discuss them if you want to know more about and dwell within. So now... Oh, Binu girl, you're next in line. I do want to take a 10-minute break, guys, to go use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back, though, okay? So I'm just going to put you on my Be Right Back screen until I go to the restroom. I will be back right after this. Thank you for understanding. Oh, okay, there's my key. And I'm back, guys. Thank you for your patience. Be New Girl, I know you were in the queue for your reading. I just had to go use the bathroom, guys. It was like bathroom emergency time. Let me do a cleansing shuffle. Be New Girl, give me your numbers. And after this reading, I'm closing the queue because I'm going to do 420 style readings if we're going to do anything, okay? So if you want a 420 style after this reading, remember, I will just be starting it. And I kind of wanted to do it at 420. That's in 5 minutes, but I don't know if I'm going to have time for that or not. That's up to you, Be New Girl, if you don't mind me puffing a little bit of the green right now. It won't get me completely high, but it will get me nice a little bit. So I will leave that up to you, Be New Girl. If you want me clean, I'll stay clean. If you don't care, either way, I'm going to toke. Okay, I've got pain issues today. So let me know what you want to do there. For the love of God, really?
That one too?
Yep. Jesus. Well, I'm gonna just make it, and then I'll put it back in the little thingy. No.
Oh, that coffee is so good.
Okay, we're gonna just do it clean because you didn't say one way or the other. So I'm just taking this out so that I can put this in the. We'll have to do it later. My cigar broke. That's the second one that broke today. I gotta call the store and let them know that their cigars are breaking on them. They have to look at those cigars again. All right, no worries. All right, 10 shovels and the first card. I think my cousin Sophie and Melina are talking behind my back. They stopped calling me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, too many, and 10. And you want the first card. Two God cards for you today. For this question there, bilingual. So, oh God. Sorry, just recouping a spoon there for a second there. So you want to ask if they're talking behind your back, right? Because they stopped calling you. We tried to answer this question before, but I'm going to answer it again one more time for you. It's a communication issue. It's just a breakdown in communication. Things are getting busy in their lives. If they are talking about you behind your back, so fucking what? Let them talk behind your back. You know who you are. You know who you represent. You know who you want to be. Let them say whatever the hell they want to say about you. It shouldn't matter to you two shits what they think or say about you behind your back. You know the only people that affects them. Because every time they say something negative about you, they're telling themselves that. That's what they're telling themselves. So if you think they are doing this, which I don't think they are, I think they're too incredibly busy with their own lives to even give you a second thought, honestly. But the reason why there's no communication is because communication is just a little hard right now. Okay, I want you to put yourself in their position. You have a full-time job, you have things you need to take care of, and suddenly life hits you with an unexpected thing you're not planned for. Are you going to spend every waking moment thinking about that person when you've got your own shit to deal with right now? Well, maybe they need a break. Or maybe you need to ask them what's going on. Communication is the issue here. So let's express our feelings to them and say, I'm just wondering, guys, just be real with me. Tell me the truth. If you got to tell something to me, tell it to me. Please don't talk behind my back and make assumptions. Come talk to me first. And then if you want to go say whatever you want to say behind my back, I don't care. Because it doesn't matter to me what you think of me. I know how I feel about me. You know, it was important that you understand that even if you talk to them every day, maybe they just need some space. Maybe they just need some time to do their own thing for a while. Why do you need to be so involved in these people's lives? I mean, is your life really that slow and boring that you need to be in so many other people's business? Or can you just go live your life? Well, right, like I said. So if they're busy, they're busy. It's not because they're thinking about you. You know, you got my mom's card, and I'm going to tell you a different message than I normally tell people, because there are 3 things I always tell people when I get my mom's card. But there was something she always used to tell me too. Yeah, I understand. You know, but she also used to tell me about this thing too. You know, the expectation thingy. You know, that if you put your expectations out there for positive things to happen to you, if they happen, great. That's a gift. That's a beautiful gift you can accept. But if things don't work out the way they're supposed to be working out, maybe it's time to let it go and let it live. I had to learn that lesson through a girl, okay? And I had to find out that sometimes I'm just not viewed as that important of a person. No matter how much I love that person, no matter how much I want to do good for that person or change for that person or do anything for that person, if I'm doing that, I'm not being me. I'm becoming what they want me to be, not me what I want to be. And maybe they're just trying to find a way to survive right now. They're planting themselves in a place where they can grow. Remember, the gardenia rose is all about growing in the light and growing in the dark. They're a very symbiotic plant. Sometimes they give more of themselves than they're supposed to, and when that happens, they have to recoup all of that energy. So maybe they've been giving you a lot up to this point. Maybe it's time for you to give back to them instead of them giving to you. Whether that's support, whether that's time and space, whether that's just letting them be who they are and not worrying about anything else than that. But you have to start to believe in your own power. You know, you have to believe that you have the power to change your life. So if you want it to be better, then let's go talk to these people and find out what the problem actually is. Start to say to yourself, I am loved by these people anyway. They're people who are my family. They're not going to not love you. They're going to maybe not like you sometimes. They might not be disgusted with you sometimes. They might be angry with you sometimes. They might not give 2 shits about you sometimes, but they're still family, right? And sometimes we have to remember that love is eternal. It doesn't matter whether they're talking to you every day or not. If they've said it once and they mean it, that's all you should ever need from them. Plant the right kind of seeds you want to start to grow, rather than the things you don't want to grow. So if you want these relationships to become better, maybe there's something physically you can start doing better with these people, mentally you can start doing with these people, and spiritually you can start doing with these people. Maybe you take the physical moment of giving them the space and time they need to live life. Then you take a mental note and give them all the love and prayer and beauty and wonder that you can give them. Give them as much energy as you can spare, but save some for yourself too. And then remind yourself that you connect yourself to that spirit and allow spirit to take the care of them for a while. You can plant the right kind of seeds, and when they are ready to come up out of that ground and start to show you what they've become, you will be ever so happy that you gave them time to release all of the stuff that they have to let go of. Because maybe they're trying to empty their plates so they have more time for things they want to do. But in order to do that, we've got to kind of consolidate, figure things out, life starts to happen. It's all about you releasing this energy of this I'm not accepted energy, that I'm not loved energy. It's time to let go of all of that crap, Binu girl. Just like we were talking about yesterday. I mean, that was the whole point of yesterday. And that was the whole point of you claiming your power. And be new girl has to be a new girl. You can't keep that old crap with you. You're going to turn back into the same person you were. You have to start to move into more positive things. Let it go. Let it all go. Let the universe take care of everybody else for a while. And let's just work on me for right now. Because that's basically what I've been getting all the readings you've asked me about this stuff. And I think the thing that's going on in here is you've got the wheel of doom starting to spin in here, and everything is trying to hurt you and make you be in pain. I'm sorry, that's called life. It's not done because of them. It's because that's just how it works sometimes. You get a little good, you get a little bad, you get a little messed up in between shit.
You take the good, you take the bad.
Shut the hell up. My wife's just too funny. You take the good, you take the bad, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. Okay. Do you want to see these God cards? Because this is messages to you, not, all of that stuff. But I don't, like I said, the feeling that I'm really getting is their life is just so busy. And it's not, they're talking about you. If they're talking to each other, they're probably talking about what they're trying to work on with one another. And they're being each other's support person. Maybe you can add your 2 cents into there. But maybe this answers that question. I don't know. Do you want to see them or not? And this will end my readings for today. And we are going to spend the next couple minutes just vibing and chatting and chilling for a while. So. And then we got to go find someone to give some much needed love to. I think I know who we'll go see. Yep, she's on. We'll go give her a lot of love today. She deserves it. She's working on something really good right now. She just hit 3K followers. I'm so proud of her. So, computer. I'm going to shout out this beautiful young lady here. She is a vibe and a half, guys. She's a positive, helpful streamer. You want to grow your life. You want to grow your community. Become friends with her. She's one of the most beautiful people that I have met on Twitch so far. I picked up the Ten of Swords reversed, Temperance reversed, and the Page of Swords reversed. Sophie is going through a really negative time. Yeah, exactly. And how can she think anything bad about you when she's dealing with her own crap is my point. That was my whole point there, Binu girl. Because this is the person we're going to go raid. But we're going to spend a little bit of time to just chat and chill for a little bit. In honor of 427 minutes ago. And do you want to see these cards first? I want to make sure. If you want to see them, say yes. I forgot to make sure. This won't affect this reading. The problem and the crux of it is you're letting your fear get in the way of you moving forward. You're letting this ice build up around you to protect yourself from all the harm that could ever happen to you. And eventually it will crystallize you in fear and you won't be able to move anymore. We don't want to go back there, right? So stomp your feet in the ground, get your ass moving. I don't care if you go backwards, forwards, or side to side. It's time to start moving those feet towards your goals, your dreams. Your unseen path lays before you. Take everything that I've told you. Take all of it in and decide what you want to do. What do you need to face in order for you to finally feel accepted in this world? You know who has to accept you? You! And you have to get through those reeds and cut down those reeds of doubt and cut down those reeds of fear and cut down those reeds of I'm not feeling like I can do this. Okay, give me a second to finish this. But you know what that unseen path means, and I just want you to remember, you forge your own path forward. Now let me see what you said here, okay? I'm putting my cards away, though. So you asked the cards how Sophie feels toward me. You got the Sun, 6 of Cups reversed, and the 9 of Wands reversed. So the Sun is all about believing in one's power and believing in, the energy of happiness and trying to find happy. That's what the Sun is all about. Cups, 6 of Cups reversed, 6 cups upside down, depending on the visualization of the card. I would say that's more of a emptying out the old crap so that we can get ready to fill it with good stuff instead. So we're emptying out the bad to make room for the good to start coming in. And the last card, Wands reversed, 9 Wands reversed, is all about you letting go of those negative thoughts. There's two different sides of the coin here. There's first letting go of the emotional baggage, and then letting go of the bad thoughts that were associated with that baggage. Those are two very different things, guys. And just for you, I want you to understand that that's what I kind of interpret those cards to mean. Because Wands is all about thought and what you have in your mindset. Cups are all about emotion. So emptying out emotions, emptying out those bad thoughts, trying to find happy in her life. Well, like I said, how does she feel about you? She's happy with you. She thinks you're emptying out all of this crap, and she thinks you're trying to work things out in your mind. Think about it. Well, maybe you've been a little bit too much in her life. Do you ever think that maybe you're overdoing it a little bit, maybe? That maybe she just needs some time and space and you're trying to be too helpful when sometimes we have to help ourselves? But think about it. I mean, really, does she really need you right now? Maybe you're just making her more upset because you're trying to meddle with her life. And she doesn't want anybody meddling with her life right now. She's trying to figure things out for herself. And the more you keep trying to push I'm just saying, don't get you wrong, but how can I not get you wrong when you're saying things like that, when you're so worried about what's happening with everybody else rather than yourself? You know what that's called? Transference. You're transferring all of your problems onto them. So everything you think is going on with them, I want you to look in the mirror and say, that's what's going on with me, because that's who you really need to talk to. Well, maybe you need to say, I can't help right now. You need to give them the same kind of advice I'm giving you. Do you have that power? No? Well, then give what you can, help how you can, but they have to do it themselves. You cannot run their lives for them. No matter how hard you try, you will never be able to jump into their skin and live their life. Okay? They only get their experience. That's all they get. You get your experience. Machine. Thank you. No? Light. Turn on the lights. Camera. Action. Poof. Profits off the clock. I want to show you this beautiful green I got today. Isn't this just gorgeous stuff, guys? Ooh, isn't that pretty? That's a lot of green, right? This is going to last us the rest of the month, so better for the rest of the month. I'm just going to hand fucking do it. You did a good job of getting it all in there. I don't need to grind it anymore.
There might be a couple bigger
Yeah.
bigger pieces,
But I will do that late in after stream, but I'm going to have my Toki now. So, and I think that's the gist of most of it there, Bilingual, is that most of us right now, we're too concerned with our own lives to be worried about anybody else's. And just the way it is right now at this specific moment, a lot of people are going through this right now because this is a year of power for a lot of people. We have to come to terms with all of our bad stuff before we can start to make positive moves. You know what I'm saying? So now that's all we have left to do is, live in that moment. And every moment you choose whether today is going to be your best day ever or it's going to be your worst day ever. Whether you're going to live your life happy without their acknowledgement that you're the perfect person. I mean, if you want someone to give you all the love and respect and pour onto you all of this wonderful admiration, go pay $100 to any person who's willing to tell you whatever you want to hear. Because that's the only way you're ever going to get that kind of information. So we are going to get ready to raid out to one of my friends, Agent Zero. She is a variety game streamer. She does a lot of marbles, Farlight. She's a vibe and a half, guys. She's one of the more positive people out there on Twitch. You want to grow your community? You want to become a part of the Turn Up Squad? I highly recommend you guys get in her chat and get to know everybody in there. So let them know the Unknown Prophet sent you there. Give them a lot of hype, a lot of emotes. Tell them hi, hi, hi. You can press exclamation point raid right now for my raid message and copy and paste that as we go on in. All right? So I really want to say thank you to everybody who came here today to help me. Thank you for all the biddies. Thank you for all the blah, blah, blahs, yakety smackety. E-N-T. God damn it. So we're going to go give her a vibe and stuff. So even if you spend 5 minutes there, guys, it just asks you to spend her 5 minutes with her, then go lurk. I'm going to go lurk for a while too. I'm going to go get toasty as fuck. That's what I'm going to go do. So tune in for tomorrow. Will be my 420 episode, guys. So tune in for tomorrow for that. I will see you guys on the next one. I love you and goodbye. Doo-doos.